Makeup.
He is low.
You need some foundation.
And away we go.
Hi everybody, welcome back to Visual Geeks. This is our second official podcast and we are super happy that you're here with us. My name is Mike Thomas, I'm one of your hosts. This is Jeff Babineau, the more handsome host, and he's going to introduce our very special guest today.
Thanks for the handsome part. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Today we have a special guest. Very special. You, sir. What's your name?
I'm JS Duchesne.
Woohoo.
He knows his name.
Yep.
Awesome. Good. JS is the... Who are you?
Well, I'm one of the instructors in the photography and digital imaging program, along with you as well.
Yes.
I primarily take care of the first year students, and Jeff primarily takes care of the second year students.
And JS has helped me in my inaugural couple weeks, months of being a new learning manager here at Holland College. And thank you very much. You have no idea how much you've helped me.
Well, you're very welcome.
Yes.
Happy to do it.
Yes, you made the transition very easy. So,
2 months.
2 months. Yeah.
Wow.
2 months.
Dude.
High five. Yes. He's in the way now,
Yeah.
so
It's all good.
So again, Visual Geeks is our podcast, and we have had a really good viewership / listener base. So if you want to receive updates for any of these podcasts, because we're going to do them every second week, correct? The best thing to do is hit subscribe down on the bottom, and you'll get a notification every single time we put one up. And then we'll get better, I promise.
We're working very hard to bring you the highest quality entertainment and news.
Okay, we're not working that hard, but we're here. We're doing it. We're geeks.
Yes.
Visual geeks.
Yeah. Lots to talk about this week too, eh?
Yes. How about you start? Because I think I talked a lot. I talked a lot last time.
But I was very comfortable with that, but I'll do what I can.
Right.
There's lots going on at the school right now. Tomorrow is Halloween, which is
Yes.
very exciting and fun. A lot of the kids and students will be dressing up, getting ready for the fun day.
Including us.
Are you?
Yeah.
Are you?
I don't know. I've got nothing. I've got a luchador mask and an old man mask at home, and that's all I've got.
Ooh, luchador. That's
Yeah.
like
Mexican wrestling.
Yes,
So I
cool.
probably will bring that.
And a onesie to go with it, or?
I asked and I was denied by like 3 levels of management. Like,
You're not allowed to wear a onesie?
no, I shouldn't.
Okay.
They said I just shouldn't.
There is rules in the etiquette handbook, I guess. Yes.
But I think I will. I think I'll wear the luchador mask and a suit and be like, I don't know, the accountant or something.
Oh, you could be the one from what's that wrestling movie that Jack Black's in?
Nacho Libre.
Nacho Libre, but you could be like, who's the Ramses? You could be like, no, he's like the professional wrestler guy. He's wearing like a
Sure.
gold one like that, and he's
I like the sound of that.
Jess is going. What did I get myself into?
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
thank
going
you.
to be good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks.
All right.
Yeah, aside from...
But that's going on,
Halloween.
and I believe, last week we had a extremely busy week in photography department. We put up two full walls of portraits, not portraits, of wall hangings, we'll call them.
Yep.
Out back in the hallway?
On our main hallway, we had the second year students put up a lot of landscape stuff, and in the hallway just outside of our department, we had our first year students put up all printed black and white landscapes, all printed by hand.
Ooh.
Yes.
In the darkroom.
In the darkroom from negative.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, they worked very hard on that. They're very proud of it, and as well they should be, because they did an amazing job. So if you have a chance, the prints are all up on the wall now.
yep.
If you're around the college, come by. In and around our department, there's 2 walls, as Jeff was saying.
No appointment needed.
Every student has a print up on the wall, and I also have a print on the wall. Jeff didn't want to play. I asked, but he said no.
I didn't put up any prints because Well, there's no real good reason, but here's the good reason. I didn't put up a print because when I was shooting a lot of behind the scenes video, and it would be kind of strange to try to pull a still from the video and make a print from it. I've done it before, but I just I wanted to put together stuff for a video in the future to show y'all what's going on, y'all.
That's really good, though. I like that. The video, the social media stuff, all that kind of stuff that you're kind of putting up. You've put really
Where
nice
we are more
visuals.
than just a photography course. We do it's digital imaging, which includes video and includes in the near future we'll probably have things like podcasting.
Oh, very neat.
Yeah. Ding.
Yep.
Okay. But there is another really, really cool thing that's coming up. I believe it is this weekend, this Saturday.
The 4th.
Saturday, November the 4th.
Boom. It's here. It's right. It's here, basically.
You want to tell us about
It's
that,
great.
JS?
Sure.
As I drink out of my lens.
Yeah, I'm going to take a drink too.
I just have a plain mug here, but on November the 4th, Saturday, is what they call Open College Day, I believe.
Woo.
And basically, the college will be completely open. Anyone can come right off the street and walk in and visit any of our programs. So our programs in the Visual Arts, School of Visual Arts are participating, so you can come and see them. Jeff will be here this weekend in photography.
And some of my lovely students.
And some students as well. Yeah. And there's going to be some students here doing some work, so you'll actually be able to come in and see students at work in the studio and in the labs. We've also got some work to show off, including the walls, but maybe a little bit more as well.
There will be a slideshow.
There'll be a slideshow.
Yeah.
Any questions you may have about the program, it's a great time to ask. You can ask Jeff directly. But it's just a time to come in and see the facilities, see the labs and the studios and what it looks like when it's
kind of in operation.
Brilliant.
Yeah. How about you guys? Are you going to be there?
Yeah, April Condon and I will both be in the graphic design department. We'll have very similar things. We're here to answer your questions. We'll have some student work up from first year and second year. Undoubtedly, there'll be students working in the studio, so you can
there always is. Yeah.
What's happening there.
Yeah, your department is always bumping.
Yeah. And
ours is too.
Yeah, they're all good. And video game art and animation will be there as well, and they'll be there to answer your questions also, and fundamental arts as well. The whole crew's here, so this is a great day to come in.
Yeah, but there's also tons of other stuff, like it's not just visual arts.
No,
whole
it's
school.
the whole, I've been calling it open house, but it's open.
It's what it used to be called, but the exception is culinary. The culinary... They're still under renovation, so they will have their own open house in a few weeks' time.
Yeah. Excellent.
And the other thing that's important to know is that you can actually register ahead of time so that the programs that you want to visit will know you're coming. They'll know your name and all that. Or you can just drop in.
Yeah.
Either way.
We just want to see you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
Yeah. And we're really easily approached, not scared easily.
Yeah.
And are almost full of information.
Yeah, we're chock full of something.
Chock full of something.
Yeah. I heard
caffeine.
Another great thing about the open house, the open college day, is that the students can apply while they're here. There's someone upstairs, and they save the $40 or $50 initial registration fee. So if
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Application fee.
Application fee, yeah. Sorry, application fee. So if you're interested at all, come, take a look at the program, fill out the application, and at least that first step is done and saves you $40, $50.
Yeah.
Hey,
so that
you know what I could do with $40 or $50?
Shut up. For myself, I'm just picturing like $40 to $50 worth of cake for myself.
I was going to say something more like sushi, but
Sushi
actually, I think I ordered that amount of sushi today. Sorry. And Jeff gets off track once again.
Yeah. So but
no, $40 or $50. That's a huge savings.
Yeah.
Like students.
Now you don't need to have your portfolio ready at that point. You can just apply, which puts your name on the list, and then after that you can follow through with because many of our programs. All of our programs, I believe, require portfolio.
Absolutely, yeah.
So, but you don't have to have that ready. You can just apply and then go from there.
I'd say even bring your portfolios.
You could.
You could bring your portfolios in, have us take a look at them. We'll give you a kind of critical review of it to say, hey, you're on the right track and everything like that. And who knows?
Actually, you guys wouldn't know this, but there used to be, I don't know if they still do, but they used to have a portfolio day as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, over and above the open college days. I don't know if they're still doing it, but I'll have to look into it because that's exactly what it was. People could bring in their portfolio on that day.
That's awesome.
And we could review them a little closer to the application review.
Yeah, because the application suggested, we didn't call it a deadline, but we called it, what?
Application review day,
First
it's called.
First wave.
The first wave of
Is the last day in February.
Last day in February, okay. But we like to see people get on ahead of time. We're in a world of procrastinators. I am one myself.
But we accepted a student who applied like a week and a half before the program started this year.
For sure.
So
we do not turn anybody away for not a good reason.
That's right.
Yeah.
And
Not a good, covered my ass.
Yeah.
I can bleep it out. Don't worry.
It is a good way to make sure if you're desperate to get into the program up front, early, you're helping yourself out.
Yeah.
And come on in, ask us questions about the portfolio too, because sometimes that can be a little confusing. So if you want to arm yourself with some questions when you're coming in, by all means, we're here.
Yeah.
The whole crew.
So that being said, what'd you do this weekend?
This weekend, a lot of Stranger Things happened.
Yes.
For sure.
No spoilers.
No, we played some board games. So the Game of Thrones Zoomed In Edition board game. And then we also played Above and Below. I love board games. I've been playing them for a long time. Strategy games. So that was a lot of what we did. How about yourself?
I went to a amazing party with a bunch of video game programmers from our local EA Games studio, which until I moved here, I didn't know we had an EA Games studio, but they're all really awesome. It was nerd heaven. It was great. We had karaoke. We had we watched the first episode of Stranger Things season 2.
Lovely.
I'm now 5 episodes in, and I will not give any spoiler casts, but very, very awesome. Yeah, well worth it, and glad they did a second season. That's all I got to say.
It just looks so good, and
Visuals,
nostalgia just kind of pulls you back in time.
Being a visually stimulated person, that's strange to say, but looking at the details that they worked on with while I was watching things, I was listening to the music in the background and went, oh, okay, the music, the soundtrack of it is fantastic, but they're playing songs, and I'm actually going online at the time and checking the dates to make sure that they were, okay, because it says all the way through it, 1984 is when it is happening. I'm not giving away anything by that, but looking at the cars is like, okay, was that car available at that time? And yes, it was. And there was, I believe, a Motley Crue song playing in the background. I'm like, wait a minute, that I don't know. And then I checked it, released 1984. They had it right down. So they did a very, very good job. And I just find it hilarious that I think this is in the first season that the lady drives a Pinto.
Yeah.
The notorious exploding car. So the Ford Pinto that would explode if it got in a rear end collision.
Oh,
so,
my goodness.
Yeah. So, anyways, Jess, what'd you do?
Drink. Yeah, a little bit. On Saturday I went to 2 sporting events. One after the other, doubleheader.
Go Canes, go.
Went to see the Holland College Hurricanes football team. Unfortunately, they lost, which put an end to their season, but it was a good game nonetheless. And then we went right from there to the Charlottetown Islanders hockey game.
Cool.
And then after that, we went to a friend of mine's house and had a bonfire late into the evening.
Wonderful.
And then I had to recover from that on Sunday morning, and then I just did some work on Sunday afternoon, which was not overly glamorous, but
yes,
there's marking happening this weekend.
Yeah.
Well, on that note, like the whole the sports events that we have at Holland College, because I personally haven't been to any yet because I'm actually still finishing up a lot of projects from back home. So any free moment that I get that I am not here at the school, I am working on those projects like editing. But I know, JS, you attend a lot of things like the football games. There's basketball games.
Soccer, baseball.
Baseball,
Yeah.
okay. We've got a ton of great teams, and they they kick butt. A lot of them do.
Yes.
Danielle's got something going on over there.
Does that mean that it's halfway? See, we now have a producer and a sound person and someone just watching us because she thinks it's very interesting. So, hi, over there.
It's like the audience.
What
Yeah.
does the halfway mean?
Halfway means
The light?
the light will go out. So,
Burn that light.
and we're back.
And we're back. Thank you.
Thank you. Technical difficulties. Our crew is being trained, but it's not the crew's fault.
They did a good job.
They did a good job. Yes, yes. They were giving us hand signals and everything. Some of them were a little rude, but we made it through. So now, second half. Hey, we made it. We made it through 15 minutes. And look, JS is taller.
A little taller.
Nice.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Apparently, he looked a little stout.
Yeah.
Not the beer kind.
No.
Okay. So we were going to talk about. What were we talking about?
We were talking about very interesting things. I remember because they were great. But now let's let's move on to something else. No, I think.
Tell me again what I was supposed to ask him.
At the college, some of us have the privilege to work with to run a department with a couple of people. April, myself, Tiffany, and Chris. Oh my gosh, that's disgusting. Chris and Tiffany.
Chris is not disgusting. He's a really nice
Chris
man.
Is a great dude.
Yes,
and
he is.
then JS and Jeff. So this is a neat opportunity as well to find out from them how that actually works, the tension, the drama, the suspense,
Teamwork.
the fights, and all the good stuff too.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So what's that like, folding a new person into the department?
My office is too far away.
It's good for your steps, though.
Oh, right, yes. Yeah, by the way, JS and I, because we're cool, we have both have our Apple Watches, and we often sync them together. It keeps us athletically humbled, I think.
Yeah,
yeah. JS is well, we won't talk about our hobbies quite yet, but in the department, like we were saying before, JS handles the first year students.
Yep.
Handles is a wrong word, but he
Overseas.
oversees. Yes, exactly.
Instructs, yeah.
You learn and manage them.
Yeah, well, see, what happened was Alex Murchison.
Yes,
I think you talked about Alex last podcast.
I did. Yes. Big shoes to
He
fill.
retired. Yes, definitely big shoes. And he, so over the summer, we did a search for a new instructor. And we ended up finding Jeff here. And one of the reasons I hired Jeff, or we hired Jeff, is because he was able to fill the skill set that Alex had. So there was no sense hiring someone else that was exactly like me. So I hired someone.
They broke the mold when they made you. Yes.
So Jeff is a very good replacement for Alex. So what we did is, for now, he steps into Alex's role, which was the second years, and I'll retain my role of the first years. But eventually, we want to mix it up a bit. We want
Maybe even next semester.
Definitely. But it's been really interesting. You know, I've known Jeff for a long time. I've known Jeff since he was a student in the late 90s. Oh, was I not supposed to say that?
Oh, actually, we covered that in the last one. That I'm old, apparently. Yeah.
And so I've known Jeff, so I kind of knew what to expect. But you just never know, right? There's a difference between knowing someone and working with someone.
True.
But
I could have been an idiot.
it's possible. You know, you never know.
I still have it in me. Yeah.
But it worked out great. I think so far so good. We seem to get along quite well, and we could complement each other quite well in the program.
Plus, it is the nice thing about that is Holland College letting us have a department that is a 2-instructor program. It's more. I feel that we can give more personal time to each student.
Yeah.
If it was just one of us running the department and trying to teach the curriculum that we have is extensive. It would. I don't think it would be as easy, but and wouldn't I think the students that would be coming out wouldn't get the nicely developed foundation that we give our students when they leave here. So,
Yeah,
you like that?
With the size of your program, like having the two people is fantastic. I know some of the other programs, well, Fundamental Arts, Gwyneth runs that
By herself.
but with
Yeah.
the size of that program, she's able to knock that out. She's got it handled, which is cool. But when you get to these larger programs, the two is just integral.
Yeah.
Well, plus
your
it's-
department's huge.
We got a few this year, 27 students all told, so it's pretty cool, and some part-timers. So
Yeah.
And how do you guys find that juggle? Like, are you doing strictly second-year classes, or do you kind of overlap at all, or?
Well, see, our classroom is like an environment. Our students are here all the time, all day. They don't just show up for class. They're here all the time. So we go from morning coffee to lunch we do everything all together. So,
Brilliant.
A family.
So there's a lot of informal stuff that happens throughout
Excellent.
the day. They don't just show up for classes and then go home. So there's a lot to do, and there's a lot of conversations that are happening. And plus, a two-year program at the college, the 2 years tend to be very different.
Yeah.
So it would be very difficult to teach a 2-year program with only one instructor, because
Wow.
you'd be jumping from
Yeah.
year to year, and Alex did that for many years. Many years he was the only one, and I still to this day I don't know how he did it. I can't even imagine that. But
Respect, Alex. You did great.
Yeah.
You did great.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, but so far things are going really well, and I really looking forward to seeing how it ends up at the end of the year this year.
You seem like such a good team, even from an outsider looking in. It's pretty cool, and it's nice when you have that synchronicity with someone where you're working with them, and your skill sets complement each other so well, and the students, as you said, benefit greatly from it.
Yeah.
That's super.
Yeah. No. Being from the industry, and Jazz has been from the industry. Like we try to involve the students. No, we not try.
Yeah.
We do. We involve
yeah.
the students in jobs. Like they're working for us right now. I've had a few inquiries for stuff like that. The students will go out in the world and do work.
Yeah.
And we had a talk this morning, a class this morning about proper invoicing and the stuff like that. So the business end of it, which is very, very important.
That's great.
Getting paid to do work, which sometimes doesn't, in the arts department is like,
Yeah, you can just be like cornered painting somewhere, but to have real world experience where you can make a little money potentially or get real world experience, that's great.
Yeah.
And our programs we're visual arts programs, but we are we do try to train students to make a living with it. It's not a fine arts type of.
That's awesome, by the way. That's fantastic.
We are right below
I hope
the main washroom in the Florence Simmons performance hall, and someone just had a nice performance up there.
Yeah, it's like Michael Scott paper. His office is
Michael Scott.
in the basement.
One of my favorite shows, The Office.
Lovely.
And coincidentally, The Office. Okay, this is like 6 degrees of separation here.
Let's just go.
The Office. The original Office. Ricky Gervais.
Yes.
One of my favorite British version. One of my favorite podcasts.
Oh, yes.
Is the Ricky Gervais podcast, which they
Fantastic.
do exactly the same thing. It's like, but we need a Carl
Yes.
Pilkington.
Yeah.
So.
Have you seen the animated version as
Oh,
well?
it is so hilarious.
Oh, my
they,
gosh.
They took their podcast and they basically took the audio from it and animated it and put it on HBO. It's British humor, which I find is very dry, but it is hilarious. I could listen to it for ages. I used to listen to it while I was mowing the lawn, or anything. It's fantastic. Which hopefully soon this podcast will become your new put on while you're doing the dishes or grading papers or.
That'd be exciting.
What else do
for
people do
us.
with podcasts?
Driving home, where you can kind of
Yes.
listen to 10 minutes, pick
Yes.
it back up later. Fantastic.
We could get the video game art and animation program to animate it.
Boom.
Oh, that would be hilarious. Take the whole next year and then animate this, pick out the best parts. Oh, that'd be great. I would ask them to make me more handsome.
Impossible.
Oh, thanks,
Impossible.
man. Back to...
Where were we?
Well, the Ricky Gervais show, like the style of that thing was gorgeous. Like the animation,
Gorgeous.
it really was. It was
Yes.
absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
one of my
just-
favorite podcasts.
just funny, yes.
Yeah, another
Yeah.
great podcast. If we're going to go on this kind of thing, Stuff You Should Know. That's one of my faves.
Stuff you should know.
Josh and Chuck.
Cool. Well,
Brilliant.
we are getting the 5-minute warning because we now have producers and stuff. So essentially, we want to say we'll sum up the facts. What are the facts?
One of the facts.
This weekend,
Open house is this weekend.
what
my
time?
goodness.
10 to 1. So 10 in the morning to 1 in the afternoon.
Perfect. Good.
So
we will
3
be here.
hours.
Come and say hi to us and everything like that. And the thing is to make sure that you subscribe down at the bottom. That button is along there somewhere.
Should be.
And also share it on all on all social media if you could. It's an asking, please. Can you do this for us? Because it helps out. And anything else?
No, I think we're all right. There should be some new visuals for this one, so we're going to continue
Yeah.
to refine the whole process step by step. So hopefully it looks better for you when you're taking a gander, and we're just continuing to put in the work.
Wonderful. Thank you, JS. Thanks for joining us.
You're very welcome.
And that's it for episode 2. See you in 2 weeks, and make sure to share. And comment below if you want to see anything on the next podcast.
Yeah,
So
perfect.
see you later.
Peace out. Thanks.